African lady. Physically, you no get the size, yeah. Medically, you dey boost my desire. Sweet mango, my baby give me sweet mango. Sweet mango, my baby give me sweet mango. Sweet mango, my baby give me sweet mango. Sweet mango, my baby give me sweet mango.
Somebody come give
Physically, you no get the size, yeah. Medically, you dey boost my desire. Black beautiful, melanin popping. My baby, oh, you dey make her dey crazy. Oh. You dey jump me, oh, with your something. Baby, you dey confuse me, oh, with your something. Oh, Lolu Femi, my baby one and only. Oh, Lolu Femi, my baby one and only. With you, my life go better. I no get matter, my baby, no dey worry. My bread now you dey butter. Money fair gone, sweet mango. My baby give me sweet mango. Sweet mango. My baby give me sweet mango. Sweet mango. My baby give me sweet mango. Sweet mango.
style of
My
it
baby
all.
give me sweet mango.
You never did raise my temperature. You didn't make a bad man kilometer. Kill a bit goes in disaster. Girl. Sweet mango, where body bomb in a little thing go on. Girl, you know you were rather die, no go find chemo. Nana, on top of fire, pour me water, I carry kaya, so me cheddar, no good denier, no be Judas, I'm no desire, chop my cigar. I want you, girl, you know this, wine for me, don't leave me.
Sweet mango. My baby give me sweet mango. 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 Bad belly people go shame. My baby be you carry my last name. I know them mind what them do say. In love baby you way they complete me. Say you know be sexy. But I say you be sensible, girl. I dey feel you the way you are, my African lady. Physically, you no get the size, yeah. Medically, you dey boost my desire. Sweet mango, my baby give me sweet mango. Sweet mango, my baby give me sweet mango.
Ryan Anderson with you, Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant. One thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. As always, it's Middleton and Giannis at the forward spots. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Antetokounmpo. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
And man, does Giannis work hard on the glass, being rewarded for his efforts right there.
Booker with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Outside Booker from outside the arc. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Devin Booker is a two-guard, Doris. What's Book do that makes him special at that position?
I mean, so many things in terms of his skill. He's an elite shooter. He has become an excellent decision maker. He can get to the mid-range. He's a three-level scorer. There's so many things. But my favorite thing is watching this guy in an NBA Finals play with a broken nose, be hit repeatedly, and never flinch. His toughness and competitive edge is always there nightly, and I love that.
Booker, the pass to Durant. And Durant slams it home.
How about the quick jump from Kevin Durant? He was impressive on that one.
1:50 left to play in the first. It's Lillard with the drive. And Antetokounmpo the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Antetokounmpo has gotten his second bucket of the game. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo. It's the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
As always, Allie, we thank you. All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Okogie. Hits the three-pointer.
Well, heads-up play from Okogie. Got him shot ready on the catch. He was more than up to the task.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. The Bucks have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Antetokounmpo against Durant. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Here's Okogie. Back to Booker. Okogie on the wing. Back to Booker. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Milwaukee out in front. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how the Bucks are doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
KD and Nurkic are the big men for him. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Antetokounmpo outside. No good on the triple. The Suns leading. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. He can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Outside Booker, the three is up. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo has got 5 rebounds tonight. Lillard passes to Portis. Jackson, Antetokounmpo outside. For 3, here's Lillard. Yes, sir! You can count on Dave from deep.
A genuine sniper from downtown. Lillard's confidence is what makes him so dangerous.
Durant with a screen on Jackson. Outside Durant. Okogie, the pass to Durant. There's a screen. Back to Okogie. Just 5 on the clock. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Wow, that explosive first step. Josh Okogie sees a driving lane and says, yes, sir, I'm finishing this one.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put 2 guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's good perspective, Allie. Thanks. Screen by Durant. Here's Booker, and he drives in. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Well, the defense has got to be willing to guard the jumper, and for Devin Booker, that opens up the drive.
Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Here's Booker. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Durant for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Now Portis. No made baskets yet. Antetokounmpo outside. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Milwaukee out in front. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Middleton in at the 3. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Sinks it from distance. Beal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You're talking about one of the sweetest shooting guards in the entire NBA. Bradley Beal from deep. Yes, sir.
Antetokounmpo against Durant.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And here's Portis. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
For the lead, outside Booker. Tipped away. Beal outside. Back to Durant. The 3. The three. KD splashes the triple.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And Doris, at 7 feet tall and almost 300 pounds, Yusuf Nurkic often is the biggest human on the court.
BA, we might as well refer to him as the immovable object. This guy has slimmed down. He's in incredible shape. But Nurkic is an old-school big, and he is a force to be reckoned with around the rim, not just because of that size and strength, but because of his skill as a passer and a finisher.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Beal with a screen on Jackson. Out to Beal. Screen by Durant. Pass to Nurkic. Over Portis. Shot by Nurkic. No good. The Bucks trail. Middleton goes in. Antetokounmpo outside. Portis outside, takes a three, rebounded by Nurkic. Here's Okogie, defended by Portis. Durant has the open look. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The Suns on top. They're up. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Booker and Beal are the talent. Durant finishes off the lob.
Well, you cannot let Kevin Durant have that much room to take off. This guy is tremendous as an alley-oop finisher.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, denied by Durant. Here's Okogie, defended by Lillard. Durant powers through the contact to finish inside.
Well, you get a sense of how locked in Kevin Durant is. The defense not going to alter his approach.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Prince is checked in for Milwaukee. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. And again, it's the Bucks missing. Phoenix leading by 6. Durant with it. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Now, Kevin Durant is such a difficult check, right? You've got to guard against the shot, and this is where he can draw contact and make it so difficult.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Bucks trail by 8. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And some changes here for the Bucks. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Jackson. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Johnson. Now here's Lillard, guarded closely. Here's the three. Drops in the three.
And just a quick dribble right into his move. Lillard with the economy of motion.
Booker, pass to Durant. They set a pick. Outside for Booker. Kept alive. Beal, right side. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:05 left in the final quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Gets the bucket and the foul. It goes on Kevin Durant.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end. Those and-one plays can be real backbreakers in a close game.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. The lead is 2. Durant with a screen on Trent. Here's Booker on the attack. Giannis with the rebound. Trent outside. And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the gap to 1. What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
Middleton against Beal. Booker with a screen on Middleton. Outside Booker. Pass to Durant from the arc. Lillard pulls down the board. To take the lead. Oh my! What a shot!
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Here's Durant. Cams it to force overtime.
This is as good as it gets. A big-time bucket to send it to OT.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. Now here's Booker. On the wing, it's Trent Jr. and Middleton. Taurean Prince is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Lillard in at the 1. Sinks the tray. Grant, starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Milwaukee making some changes. Portis comes in for Prince. And it's Jackson in for Trent. And here's Milwaukee now. They trail by 3. Here's Lillard. Yes! He nails it!
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Durant with a screen on Jackson. Booker goes in. Oh, Booker in close!
Yeah, the thing about Booker, not necessarily the quickest twitch athlete. He uses that smooth handle to gain separation.
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Oh, and there's the whistle. And no surprise here at this stage of the game.
First team foul. At the line for the Bucks.
Challenge in place. We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge, asking for a review. This could be a big call.
Taking 2 shots.
So many close calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
So the first one drops, and that brings him within 2 here. And both free throws good for Lillard.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Durant against Antetokounmpo. Outside Booker. Stolen by Jackson. Over to the wing. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Portis. Off the mark there with a three.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Durant with a screen on Jackson. Pass to Beal. Lets the three fly. Oh, gets the three to fall.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Prince is checked in for Portis. Lillard finds Middleton. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Beal. Here's Jackson. Goes up again. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Prince. Jackson for three. Cash! And that one brings them within one.
When you watch Torrey and Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Nurkic inside. Prince is there. Money!
And they aren't over the limit yet.
Here's Milwaukee.
The whole arena knows they need a three to force another overtime.
Antetokounmpo. And Durant with the block.
How about the defense from Kevin Durant sends that shot back.
Antetokounmpo surveys. Oh, he nails it! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within one. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Kevin, you had a great performance individually. What made the game look so easy for you?
Well, my teammates, they played so well tonight, setting everybody up. And I knew it was winning time, so I just tried to be aggressive.
Winning time. That's what I like to hear. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Dorisburg, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And time now to introduce...
What an impressive week it has been of exhilarating and incredible esports and gaming action. We are here at the final day at the Accra Mall for the Accra Esports Week. It's just been enjoyment. But I'm officially welcoming you to Championship Saturday, where we'll see who takes home, in fact, who gets a chunk of the 15,000 Ghana cedis right here at the Accra Mall for the Accra Esports Week. My name is Slimon, and this is the VGA Esports Show. Stay tuned, more updates coming from the Accra Mall Food Court. Accra Esports Week here to close out with the banger. I'm here with one of the guys responsible for us. Yeah, welcome to the show for the first time, and we want to say a big thank you first of all. Now, what is the main reasoning why you let us do this right here?
Thank you very much, Sly. My name is Anthony, and I'm a marketing manager at Accra Mall. Esports is a big deal in Ghana, not only in Ghana, but also all around the world, right? And Accra Mall is a community mall that supports communities from all walks of life. And esports is one big community that we like to associate with because, we have young, gentlemen, ladies coming around to play video games, coming to enjoy what the mall has to offer in terms of food, fashion, you can name it, electronics and everything. So I think esports is something that Accra Mall really enjoys supporting, and I think we're going to support forever.
Well, we love that you have that in mind. Now, are you a big fan of video games? Do you play yourself?
I do play video games.
Which ones are you playing?
I used to play FIFA with my brother a lot, but I really like Tekken. I like the fighting ones. I like the Tekken. And I also like the car racing games as well.
So hopefully next year when we come back, we'll see you take the controllers.
Oh, for sure. I'm going going to be playing Maximus.
We'd definitely love to see that matchup. Thank you for speaking to us. The Accra Mo doing this big thing with us. And I'm joined here by...
Physically, you know, get this eyes, yeah.
The one and only Brownberry here. Thank you for speaking to us. And what do you make of video gaming and esports in the country?
Right. First of all, I'm excited to be here, very excited. And I represent the fans, the observers, and the non-gamers. Because I'm a non-gamer, I don't game. But I'm a huge fan of what you're doing. I love the gamers. There are people here who've been gaming for like 10, 13 years plus, and they're so amazing. And that's a community I'm not even aware of. You know, and I like to consider myself someone who knows what's really happening. So this is a bit of a shocker to me, but I'm very impressed with the different communities that there are, and I think it's growing. I'm just happy that people have actually started traveling out of the country because of esports. So I mean, the future it can only get bigger.
Well, one thing we'll love to see before you go is maybe next year we see you grab a controller and also show us one or two things.
Yes, I would love to. Like, I'm gonna start getting ready for this. So Max was telling me there's gonna be some sort of training for people like myself. So I'm signing up. Next year I'll be here.
We'd love to
Watch out for me. I'll be here next year.
I'll personally take that on. I'll personally try to train Brownberry. Thanks for speaking to us. The VGA Esports Show with all the live action here at the Accra Esports Week. Well, this year we told you we're coming bigger and better at the Accra Esports Week, definitely living up to the expectations. I'm joined by Gonzalo, who's a big Fortnite player. We'll be getting into some Fortnite conversations, but you being at the Accra Mo and seeing something like this with gaming, are you enjoying the show so far?
Yeah, for sure. I think this is a very good stage for us to meet together as players. We are always connected online, but this is a very important moment to show our skills and be here making new friends and experience new things. So
that's just what it's all about, the fun in esports and gaming. Now, finally, before I leave you, we've got to hop on Fortnite. Are you a pro athlete? Do you want to go into the pro scene?
Nah, I'm not a professional. Just a hobby that I do. I always play Fortnite during the weekends, and I try to get better in my skills, but I'm not a pro player.
Definitely try my hands on with Gonzalo. Gonzalo, thank you for speaking to me on the VGA Esports Show, Accra Esports Week.
Medically, you dey boost my desire. Black beautiful, Melanie popping. My baby, yo, you dey make her dey crazy. You dey jump me, yo, with your something. Baby, you dey confuse me, yo, with your something. Oh, Lolu my baby, one and only. Oh, Lolu my baby, one and only. With you, my life go better. I don't get matter, my baby, no they worry. My bread now you the butter. Only fair gone, sweet mango. My baby, give me sweet mango. Sweet mango. My baby, give me sweet mango. Sweet mango. My baby, give me sweet mango. Sweet mango. Style of it, give me sweet mango.
You never raise my temperature. You never make a bad man kilometer. You love it, it goes in disaster. Sweet mango, where body bomb in a little thing go on. Girl, you know you are rather die, no go find chemo. Nana, on top of fire, pour me water. I carry kaya, so me cheddar. No good denier, no be Judas. I'm no desire, chop my cigar. I want you, girl, you know this. Wine for me, don't leave me.
game. I know the man more than this. In love, baby, you ain't they complete. Say you know be sexy, but I say you be sensible, girl. I dey feel you the way you are, my African lady. Physically, you know get this eyes, yeah. Medically, you dey boost my desire. Sweet mango, my baby give me sweet mango. Yeah, sweet mango, my baby give me sweet mango. Sweet mango, my baby give me sweet mango.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sport. And what a minute. Matchup we have.
The VGA Esports Show coming to you live from the Kotoka International Airport. Yes, we're speaking of how Ghana has to get to the next stage, and well, the time is now. The Valorant female team are here at the Kotoka International Airport, making their way to Saudi Arabia. Before they leave, we had to catch up with them for the last time, and I should call her. Rita, you're welcome to the show. This is the first time I'm speaking to you on the show. How is the feeling like going into this one?
I'm excited. I'm nervous, but mostly excited. I think we're gonna go there and have some fun.
What's the story been like for you for Valorant?
I started playing about a year ago, so I'm not that good at the game, but considering the other girls being super new to the game, I was the one that had to teach them like everything. But we had mad support from Arena 233, a couple people in the Valorant group as well. They came through, they gave us tips, we had one-on-ones with them. It was really some nice community building, so yeah.
What do you think your chances are of maybe making it all the way?
Honestly, the teams look scary. They look very scary. I see a lot of people who know the game. They've been playing for years. So honestly, we're just going to do our best, have some fun. It's our first time going. We'll come back stronger and better next year.
Now, building up to the days, a few days going into it, how are the feelings like? Did the training intensify? What are you feeling like?
Training definitely intensified. We did more work, and I'm proud of where we are right now, because we barely knew the game and we dedicated our time and become good at it.
Wow, you're going to Saudi Arabia. First impressions?
Hi, I'm excited. Feeling pressured but excited.
So what are your expectations going into this one? I know you're going to face other champions from different parts of the world. What are the expectations going into this one?
Well, I've placed my heart into training, so I think I will do my best. Maybe we'll bring some of the money home.
I've heard from your other teammates how they are feeling. Like, is this your first time traveling outside to represent Ghana on the international stage?
Yes, it is. This is my first time traveling ever, so I'm very, very excited.
But you're also going to meet great teams out there. How do you think you score up against them?
I think we're going to do our best. That's all we're going to do. Just try our best.
Teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Middleton in at the small forward. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. On defense, the Thunder. Here's Giannis. That one goes in.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it will be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, at 6'6", SGA absolutely has the size to get up there and throw it down.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Here's Oklahoma City. Williams attacking, and he lays it straight in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Lillard, following the score by Oklahoma City. Here's Antetokounmpo. The wide open look here for Lopez. From outside, off the mark. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Dagnall for a minute. I asked him how he'll try to handle Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. And Coach remarked, handle? You can't handle Giannis. We'll give him different looks and clogged lanes, but really all we can do is pray his shot isn't falling. There's nothing wrong with asking for a little divine intervention on defense tonight, I guess. Guys?
Thank you, David. Prince has checked in. For Milwaukee. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Giannis, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Lillard missing.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Holmgren. It's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, I appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
The Thunder have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. 6 to shoot. Giannis with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Giannis. And the chink by Antetokounmpo.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
There's 48 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. And here is Caruso. Covered by Lillard. Caruso, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Lillard. Prince kicks to Lillard. We've got 22 seconds left in the first. And here's Giannis from outside. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams, a screen on Lillard. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Sinks the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 5. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Jackson is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Chris Middleton. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Prince in at the power forward. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Williams against Middleton. Williams passes to Holmgren. Good. A great play by Williams to set it up. Holmgren's got his first points in this one. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively. But how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Here's Lillard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, there the defender tries to get up in the early jump position. Unfortunately for him, Lillard saw it coming.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. Looking back at Damian Lillard's time in Portland, what an incredible 11-year run. I mean, Brent, he was the team.
Yeah, unbelievable, all-time great for the Portland Trailblazers. All-NBA 7 times, Kevin, a Blazers record. And no doubt one of the most beloved players that's ever put on a uniform in the great Pacific Northwest. But I know for Damian Lillard how competitive he is. He doesn't want to just rely on what it is he accomplished there. There's more to be done. He wants to win at the highest level. That's what he's looking to do.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. Gilgeous-Alexander against Jackson. That's good from Williams on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
Well, involving guys with your eyes and seeing plays like this, that's a beautiful play by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Here's Williams. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
They get a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Antetokounmpo with the ball. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Thunder lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
In the backcourt, we'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC. Gilgeous-Alexander is nothing if not a creator to make that pass in his sleep.
Taken away by Williams. Oh, here comes Williams all alone. And it's slammed in by Williams.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Here's Lillard, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
With the ball on the string, Lillard using that signature burst.
The Thunder leading by 6. A minute 42 left in the third quarter of the game. And stolen by Lillard. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. A different look for Oklahoma City. Holmgren is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Jalen Williams. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Giannis high post. Working on Holmgren. And Lillard kicks to Middleton. Clock at 6. Back to Lillard. The tray. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Lillard's got 7.
And not just a volume shooter. Lillard, very accurate.
Hey, Brent, Damian Lillard is as clutch as they come. He is fearless. Where do you think that comes from? Why is he so effective late in tight games?
Such a great question, Kevin, but for Damian Lillard, I think it boils down to one word, and that is confidence. I mean, he has legitimately the ultimate confidence in all the work that he puts in the offseason to be in these moments, to have the ball in his hands, and it's been proven time and time again that he can come through. It's why we see him tap his wrist and it being game time. Those are some of the most memorable moments of his career.
Prince finds Jackson. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Wiggins with the rebound.
You have to really like his energy getting to the rim there. Shocked that he blew the dunk, but you know most times he's going to posterize his man.
Pass to Wallace. Back to Wiggins. Caruso against Lillard. Now here's Caruso. He's covered closely. And it's Wiggins missing. Right side Jackson. Lillard the pass to Jackson. But if it goes. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we've reached the end of the third. Thunder out in front. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Chris Middleton is out there with Prince. And there's Jackson. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Giannis in at the center, filling out the middle. Inside. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And here's Prince outside. And another three for Milwaukee.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Holmgren with it. Outguarded by Giannis. Got that bucket.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
Lillard surveying the D. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. Giannis sets a screen for Lillard. Over Hartenstein.
Giannis anticipating there and just creates his own chance.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Up to the right wing. Holmgren kicks to Caruso. Down low. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down hard and nasty.
Gilgeous-Alexander coming through big time.
Prince wide open. And another three for Milwaukee.
Well, the bigger the possession, the more engaged Taurean Prince is. Wow.
Pass to Williams. Over in the corner, Caruso. Holmgren with a screen on Lillard. To the middle. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Unloads. Hartenstein against Jackson. Now, Antetokounmpo. Caruso with the steal. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. The kick out to Williams. Oh, good with the triple. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Antetokounmpo. Yes!
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. The Thunder with another miss. Middleton on the wing. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. And now a 6-point Bucks lead. And so the Bucks take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thank you very much, Damian. This game went back and forth. What happened in the second half?
They started off the game really well, and we expected that. So we just had to weather that storm. Keep our composure and understand what it took to take over the game. And we matched that. And it was who was going to come out and have a better start to the third. And we knew.
Thanks so much.
The VGA Esports Show coming to you live from the Kotoka International Airport. Yes, we're speaking of how Ghana has to get to the next stage, and well, the time is now. The Valorant female team are here at the Kotoka International Airport, making their way to Saudi Arabia. Before they leave, we had to catch up with them for the last time, and I should call her. Rita, you're welcome to the show. This is the first time I'm speaking to you on the show. How is the feeling like going into this one?
I'm excited. I'm nervous, but mostly excited. I think we're gonna go there and have some fun.
What's the story been like for you for Valorant?
I started playing about a year ago, so I'm not that good at the game, but considering the other girls being super new to the game, I was the one that had to teach them like everything. But we had mad support from Arena233, a couple people in the Valorant group as well. They came through, they gave us tips, we had one-on-ones with them. It was really some nice community building, so yeah.
What do you think your chances are of maybe making it all the way?
Honestly, the teams look scary. They look very scary. I see a lot of people who know the game. They've been playing for years. So honestly, we're just going to do our best, have some fun. It's our first time going. We'll come back stronger and better next year.
Now, building up to the days, a few days going into it, how are the feelings like?
Testing.
What are you feeling like?
Training definitely intensified. We did more work, and I'm proud of where we are right now because we barely knew the game, and we dedicated our time and become good at it.
Wow, you're going to Saudi Arabia. First impression.
Hi, I'm excited. Feeling pressured but excited.
So what are your expectations going into this one? I know you're going to face other champions from different parts of the world. What are the expectations going into this one?
Well, I've placed my heart into training, so I think I will do my best. Maybe we'll bring some of the money home.
I've heard from your other teammates how they are feeling. Like, is this your first time traveling outside to represent Ghana on the international stage?
Yes, it is. This is my first time traveling ever, so I'm very, very excited.
Okay, but you're also going to meet great teams out there. How do you think you score up against them?
I think we're going to do our best. That's all we're going to do. Just try our best.
Yo, Smokey made the beat, huh?
I told you Ghana was going to make history not only in Valorant. We brought you the Valorant news yesterday. Well, the eFootball team also going to Saudi Arabia for the Afro-Arab League tournament, and we are here to catch the moment with them. It's just lovely seeing them at the airport. Charlie, medicine, how far?
Charlie, Adi.
So what's the feeling like for you? You know you are going to Saudi Arabia to compete at the highest stage. What has been the training process been like for you?
The training has been very, very intense because it seems every Ghanaian out there in esports wants results. So I'm here to actually help in bringing the results. And inshallah, I'll bring the better results when I'm.
Is this one of your biggest moments so far in your early esports career?
Yes, this one is the very biggest one. So I'm looking forward to see how the feeling is like and how the tournament will be like. And I know I'll be meeting much more top players there, and I think I'm mentally strong and ready for them.
Prince Jefferson is here with them. He's going to give them all the mental support, in fact, the tactical support that they need. Prince, you're welcome to the show. And then how are you feeling going into this one?
Very excited. It seems the hard work has been paid off now. Sure, so I'm really excited for it.
What do you think Medicine and Kinder's chances are going into the tournament that is going to be happening this weekend?
Actually, we are the most favorite in the competition, checking their place with those who will be coming. So we are the most favorite to take the trophy.
Welcome everybody to Championship Saturday of the Accra Esports Week. It's another brilliant Saturday, another Saturday that climaxes an awesome week of just beautiful esports and gaming action. My name is Slima. I'll be taking you through a host of the games today. We'll be starting off with NBA2K finals. We've already gone through a host of games with some crazy stuff. We've seen Tandros dance, we've seen amazing plays, but it's time to crown a champion. In our final, we'll be seeing changes take on Sly. It's a much heated final that you do not want to miss. I mean, it's two guys who've made sure that they've been dominating throughout the whole of the tournament, and I'm expecting nothing but greatness from these two. I'm sure they are working things out on the other side for everything to work out smoothly. I'm not seeing too much of changes from their teams that they've been using throughout the whole of the tournament, and it will definitely be a fun one to really watch them go at it. It is the third edition of the Accra Esports Week, and it's such a pleasure to be here inside Hatcho, the Esports Academy. If you want to come through, you can definitely come and enjoy some fun and gaming action. By Championship Saturday, so today is crowning winners all over. 14 genre of games, 15,000 Ghana cedis up for grabs, and it seems like everybody is definitely poised to get a go at it. We'll be starting off with NBA2K finals, a championship final that has everybody fired up. You can see your shot on the bottom right, changes in the cap, and of course Sly on the right hand side, ready to do damage. These two guys, they've made sure that their names have become a staple within the NBA2K esports scene in Ghana, and they've definitely been making waves. You can cast your mind back to the crossover event where Sly made it to the final in a dramatic fashion, able to carry it all at the end of it all. So he's looking to go back to back when it comes to tournaments by the Esports Association of Ghana. But we know in Ghana, usually when you win, there's a target on your back, and now that the target is on Sly's back, can he do it when the lights are brightest? We find out in a couple of seconds as the guys are getting ready to go. Sly is rocking with his team that he started with from scratch. The OKC Thunder, if you're familiar with the OKC Thunder this year, they have been tremendous at the top of the Western Conference. And in 2K, they are elite, and Sly will be rocking with them as well. On the other side of things, changes from Accra Esports, will be going with the Phoenix Suns, another team who've been underwhelming when it comes to real life, the Western Conference. But in the game, I must say, their offense is up there with the very best. And as the guys are getting ready to go, I'm just saying, if you're enjoying everything that's happening, you can follow Accra Esports Week across all social media handles. And I'm telling you, you would not regret. The guys are ready to go, and so are we. It's time to crown a champion for NBA2K. Sly rocking with the OKC Thunder, and changes moving with the Phoenix Suns. It's going to be interesting to see how all of the dynamics play out, because usually NBA2K, I feel like the lineups really play a key part, and some of the matchups are really key. Because if you look at the OKC Thunder and what Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can do, and when Sly gets off that best, it's always going to be tough to stop him. We'll see how Change is able to deal with him. But that offensive power from the Phoenix Suns, when they get hot with that three-man trio with Booker, Beal, and Durant, there's no stopping them. But OKC, they've got like one of the best defenses around, and it's not a surprise that Sly is working with them, but you have to find a way to cope with that hot potato offense of the Phoenix Suns. It's definitely going to be an interesting one. It's one that you've got to keep a close eye on, because these two guys, their journey to the final hasn't been easy at all. It's been an interesting one. I got a glimpse of that game as we saw Changes take on Nivelle. It was interesting. They had to go to overtime, but still Changes having the resilience to beat him in the end. It seems like everything is going on smoothly as we beginning our final pretty soon. OKC Thunder, the Phoenix Suns, two teams who I think they've established themselves as really good offensive teams, but on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to give the edge to the OKC Thunder. What they've done this year in the regular season, I think, has just been amazing. And in 2K, you can feel the impact with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, him leading the whole team on offense, and of course Lou Dodds being one of the best defenders around. Definitely has to be part of an all-defensive team this year. It is going to be fun watching him do his stuff on the virtual court, with Sly controlling the helm of affairs. The last time we saw Sly in action at the crossover tournament, he was just crazy. But in 2025, it is going to be the first tournament of NBA2K action. It's going to be a new scene for him. Can he dominate is the big question. It's one we'll be finding out soon enough. In NBA2K, you always want to make sure that you've got your plays down to a T. You've got everything you want in I mean, the fashion that you want it to go into. If you want to run this kind of play in the first quarter, it's got to come pretty early, because if you make the other team go on a run and you cannot stop him, then you know you are going to be in loads and loads of trouble. I know these two players, they know each other so well. I think they played each other multiple times actually, so it's going to be a battle that tests their wit and who can possibly just outsmart one another. Because if you know my plays, I know your plays, then it's going to be down to the details. Does he have something up his sleeve that I've never seen before? Does he have something in the bag that I've not seen before that he can beat me with? Will be the defining factors. There's key matchups to look at. You can look at the big man matchups with Chet Holmgren, who has been injured, of course, for the regular season. On the virtual court, he's still available for Sly and the OKC Thunder. And that Holmgren versus Yusuf Nurkic matchup is always going to be key, because Chet Holmgren really good on defense. He's also got the ability to space the floor when you want him to. He can hit a couple of threes, and when he gets going, he's usually difficult to stop. But if you want to stop the OKC Thunder, then you have to cut the head of the snake. And the head of the snake, definitely the Canadian Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and the way Sly is being able to break down defenses with him, explosive. Usually when he gets to the rim, there's no stopping him. He's one of the best finishers at the rim this year, arguably the best point guard around. But for the Suns, if you want to stop the Suns, I feel like it is one that you'd have to think about for a very long time, because there are so many ways in which they can break you down. in the half court set. Devin Booker can create his own shot and change his nose how to do that really, really well. Kevin Durant, the Slim Reaper, lethal sniper, 3-level scorer across anywhere on the virtual court. He'll do damage, and it's just amazing to see him go to work. And for changes, I feel like Kevin Durant is usually the one that he goes to when he needs a go-to bucket. So it's interesting to see how they mix and match things up. And it's also nice to see Josh Okogie come up, because I feel like he will be the one doing the defensive assignments on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander today. It's always intriguing to see how they play those mind games, because mind games, they are everywhere in esports, mind you. Even in NBA2K, there's huge mind games, because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is always going to be tough to stop. If you've got Josh Okogie, you can slow him down a little bit, then you know you've got a chance to win the game. And that is the task at hand for changes. And for Sly, well, he's also got a lot to do to break down that defense of the Phoenix Suns. We are almost there. We are almost setting up everything looking prim and proper as we are ready to go. The third edition of the Accra Esports Week has definitely been one to remember so far. Definitely been one to remember and enjoy so far. It's been wonderful, and we are ready for tip-off. NBA2K final now ongoing. Changes with the Phoenix Suns in their white strip.
Caruso or the backcourt pair. Inside, we got Williams.
Sly with the OKC Thunder in more or less like their away kits, because you usually don't see them wear this too much, the black and then the orange on the sleeve a little, but usually they are in the blue, the Western Conference side. It does happen sometimes, and we'll see how it all plays out with these two. So there you have it, Sly definitely opening the way that things will line up. And it's always key to look at how they always start off their offenses, because if you do start in a slow man and you're easily to read, then you know your opponent will have his way with his Josh Okogie at the top of the key for changes. His first crack at the offense finds Yusuf Nurkic mismatch, and you'll be able to knock down one as cool as you'd like. Interesting way in which he ran the pick and roll there. Changes, they're not the two most gifted offensive players on this Phoenix Suns team, but once they're open, you always want to shoot a home grade. Trying his effort from distance that time can knock it down, but Sly taking things slowly as they come. Devin Booker sent to the line pretty early in this one. Booker driving down to the hole. And interestingly, I've got a guest here with me. He was just in that semi-final, made sure that he secured his third place spot, and I'm sure he's the best guy to be on set with me, because he's played these two guys before, I'm sure, and he knows the insides and outs of these two guys. Jalen Williams kicking out to Shed Holmgren with a fake shot. Slide just toying with his opponent, can't knock down the three though, but it's always interesting to see the OKC Thunder in action and when Slide's been. I feel like they're possibly the best defensive team out there. Is that also your opinion?
Yeah, because you can't leave him open. That's the dead move. You can't leave him open. You always have to watch his 3-point shooters in transition and try to guard him very well in the pick and fade. Yeah, it's always going to punish you.
If he can do that, he'll always punish you, like you said. Great defense from Sly once again. Has SGA open, driving to the lane, a little Euro step, gets Caruso wide open. And just like you said, on the money, Nivlet called it, and that's what just happened right in front of us. And they can play like a five-out lineup where everybody's a shooter, and they'll cause troubles for you. Durant into the mid-range, can't hit it, and the Thunder will grab the rebound once again. But Sly has been very, very impressive so far.
Now, on fast break situations, you always have to watch the shooters. You always see easy buckets.
Exactly.
And now the threat of the 3 points makes the paint wide open for an easy layup.
Yeah, because I feel like he commands so much attention when Sly is using him, because you're just afraid that he'll go downhill and he'll get an easy bucket on you. But we also remind that the Phoenix Suns are lethal on offense, even though their defense might not be up there yet. When Kevin Durant has the ball in his hands, he's always going to cause problems. Williams from deep can't get it to go, as the Suns will go the other way around. Durant. Interesting choice of a shot right there. I think he should have gone for the 2.
He's trying to outshoot him, but let's see how it goes.
It's interesting as I think think in the modern NBA right now, people complain of they're shooting too many threes. And virtually on the court, I feel like this is one of the big problems because he had a wide open lane to go for the easy two. Decided to shoot the three. It's Kevin Durant, so I mean, he's got the luxury to be able to shoot it from there. Couldn't hit it as Devin Booker wide open. Can't hit that one as well. When you miss wide open shots like that, does it just kill your momentum a little bit?
It does, because if you miss against somebody like Sly and he comes down the court, he's shooting a contested three and he's making it.
So contested three and he's making it.
It kind of hurts your momentum and
definitely. You know you're in a lot of trouble when he's able to hit those contested threes on you and you're missing your wide open threes. How important is calling plays in NBA2K? Because I see a lot of people, they play raw with no plays, but they are still able to win games. Do you call plays? Do you watch other people's plays, and how do you defend against them?
Honestly, I'm not one who calls many plays, but even with that, you run a pick and roll. You can't just play basic basketball. There's no way you're winning in 2K. So, like for instance, if calling plays makes you unpredictable, because if you don't know the play, you don't know who's getting the ball. So, but if you play raw, for instance, and I can play good one-on-one defense, I'm always standing in front of you. You are going to miss always.
I think that's very, very key because I've seen someone who juggles a lot of plays. Like he's got like a set that he can call, and he's always going to change, mix and match, have a lot of variety in his plays. As Devin Booker will have it this time around, open shots for him to knock down, can't get it to go. As the Phoenix Suns are missing ones that you'd expect them to make slide, going downhill with Williams. As you just come back to the top of the key and start the offense, has the pick with Shai Alexander going downhill, can't finish. Great defense from Kevin Durant. I think one thing with the Phoenix Suns is if Kevin Durant is playing the 4, it is kind of an advantage to because he's got that size that he can defend other power forwards.
And I played Giannis against him. Defended Giannis so well in the paint. It's an addition because look at who he is on the offensive side. And he gives you this great length and perimeter defense on it.
But I mean, huge credit to changes as well. His ability to notice that, okay, he's got to play help defense at a point when there's a mismatch around and you get KD to come and block some of the shots around the rim. I think it's really, really key. As the shot clock down to 8 for Sly to execute something. Jalen Williams in the mid-range, can't cash it out, rebound, naked. Here comes changes with 1:22 to go in the second quarter. The final already looking impressive as both teams going toe-to-toe. Sly just having a 4-point lead going into it. But if you have to pick the best offensive team in NBA2K, which one are you going for? Out of all of the teams, not just these two.
I think Celtics.
The Boston Celtics
give you everything. They give you. They are so difficult to play against, right? Because let's say a team like OKC, they have Shea and Williams. Williams is not a good one-on-one.
Can't create his own shot like in that elite form. It's only Shea that we can put in that bracket. But I think on the Celtics, you can get Porzingis to do that. Brown, Tatum himself as well.
Everybody shoots so, and they are all excellent defenders. Now, not to take away from OKC, they also do the same thing. But I feel like Celtics has that extra edge in terms of like offensive.
And even if you look at a player like Derek White, he can also create his own shot to some level. Also a good 3-point shooter, can space out the floor for you. Drew Holiday, excellent defender, as we all know. So it's interesting why not a lot of people are using the Celtics this year. Because I know last year, the Accra Esports Week tournament, everybody was using the Celtics. But now it seems like other teams are also getting into the fray. It's still 15-13. These guys going at it closely throughout the whole of the game as expected. Changes and slide, throwing jabs at each other. Devin Booker with just 3 seconds separating shot clock from game clock. Here comes Okogie, 8 seconds to shoot. Booker, changes go up his sleeve, backs down his man, gets into the mid-range, tough jumper, can't hit in the final possession. As we'll be heading into halftime, Jalen Williams, can he get a shot away? Caruso contested one, and that was always going to be tough. How do you sum up that first half so far from both of the sides?
Now, as we know, Sly is missing so many shots he's supposed to be making, and this is when changes should be taking advantage of that. But he too is taking wide open threes when he's supposed to get an easy
lane to the back, because we've seen that like a couple of times. I think even 3 times at a point where he had like an open lane, decided to go for the three, and he would just kill the offensive possession sometimes like that. But
he's feeling it.
But usually when they do get in their groove, when he start hitting shots, they are always difficult to stop them. So we'll see how Change is able to like turn the tides around. He's not down by a lot, just by 2 points. So there's still a lot for him to go.
Credit to Change, he's defending brilliantly, because if anyone, I played against Sly and I was collecting. So he's doing very well with his defense.
Speaking of plays, that's a beautiful one. So not going to stop him. Oh,
He's just literally your brother. I played Giannis against him. Giannis.
And still,
oh, no.
Giannis, possibly the best help defender in the game, one of the best defenders in the game. He's also quick, but still it's just mad stuff. Who do you think is the MVP this year so far in the league?
People are saying Shea, but with what Jokic is doing, you can't.
But I mean, Shea's team has got the record. They're number 1 in the West. They've beaten Jokic's team on multiple locations. In the big game, Shea's actually performed. I think the only big game where I feel like he didn't perform to that level was, I think, the in-season tournament final against the Milwaukee Bucks. So I think my MVP is Shea. You can let me know what you think if your MVP is Jokic, like Liv is saying.
Jokic is having an historic
all-time season.
For instance, Westbrook
won the MVP.
Harden was better, but Westbrook
he averaged a triple-double throughout the whole season where we hadn't seen before.
You can't ignore that. Now, no credit to Shea. If he wins this, he deserves it. But with what Jokic is doing, it's unfair to not give it to
maybe voter fatigue might just come in there. Durant sneaking behind. And one finish. There comes changes, and he's putting a lot of pressure at the rim right now. We're not seeing him shoot those so many threes that he did in that first quarter.
The shots are not falling, and that's a feature of a good player to recognize that my shots are not falling. So I should go attack the rim,
drive to the rim, and he's doing that so well. And I think what he's doing so well is every single time that he's got to the rim, if you look at the rim protector for the OKC Thunder, that's at home grade, he's managed to pull him away from the rim, so there's always like an easy lane. So kudos to changes for doing that. I think he's recognized that he's playing well.
The place is running is what is drawing
Holmgren out of.
There are 2 players he has to think. Is he going to this? Is he going to this? Then ends up in Kevin Durant's hands, and you know.
Once it's KD, you know you're in trouble. Open lane for Williams, who's splashing home from deep. OKC still maintaining the lead. I think Sly has led throughout the whole of the game, even though it has been close lead so far. He has been incredible on offense.
Excellent.
The details, but it's already in the bonus. If you didn't get what Neville was trying to say, when he has a mismatch, when like a taller player is on a shorter player, or when maybe a quick player is on a slower player, usually it's called a mismatch. And KD on Caruso right there is a mismatch because KD's length is always going to be a huge problem for Caruso, even though Caruso is one of the best perimeter defenders out there. About 50 seconds to go in this third quarter, and what has been an incredible final so far. Fell for the fake, and he'll get a charge. Wow, I didn't see that one coming.
Neither did I.
I didn't see that one coming at all.
Probably going to be a block or something.
And I'm sure Sly was also surprised as well, as we've got about 20 seconds separating the shot clock from game clock about to end this third quarter. I thought I was about to go for 2 for 1, but it seems like he'll slow it down a little bit with Plumlee.
There's still enough time.
Durant, 5 seconds to shoot. Has to get something to go up. Kevin Durant in the mid-range. Can't hit it. Huge rebound by Mason Plumlee. And it will take him to the line. That's the essence of big men when you're playing on the virtual court. Plumlee, not the best of free throw shooters, but no problem for Sly as you hit the first one and you get us level on the scoreboard. Misses the second one as well. Another rebound. Means they'll have all the final possessions in the game. Durant, chance for him to take the lead, shoots over everybody. Wow. That's a difficult, contested one. And for Kevin Durant, possibly one of the toughest shot makers around. And you just got to credit changes the way he plays. SGA down the lane and down the hatch. Gets 2 more on the board.
Final shot of the quarter.
Wow. 3 seconds to go. I'm going to see half-court heave. Gets it to Durant. Can't splash that one to go as we are level heading into the final quarter of the game. What a final this one has been. I think it's been one that is going back and forth in the way that you've got to respect both players. Because like you said, changes recognize that the 3-point shot is not falling, he's going down to the lane. But you can't sleep on Sly at any point because SGA, the way he's going to the ring, collapsing the defense, hitting wide open threes, you've got to give him credit for that. In this last quarter, do you want to make a prediction on who goes on to win?
I'm going to be honest because I know changes to an extent. So I'm going to root for changes
to possibly go and win, but he knows it's not going to be easy at all. Now, when you draw plays like this, you're always going to be dangerous.
So you can't predict what is going to happen unless you already know the play. You don't know the play, you have to be hoping it misses. And Now, Chelsea has run this play multiple times, and now Sly has recognized this. He was able to stop it. So if you don't know this play, it's very difficult to stop the play.
When you've got variety like that, you're always going to be so tough to stop, as Devin Booker will go to the line. Missed that one. Wow. Devin Booker is usually, at least from the free throw line changes. Will he be ruining those missed chances?
Today might be changes day. Booker has missed this free
His free throw, maybe it might work out for him. Durant calls for the pick, has a little bit of a mismatch against SGA, and he manages to get it. Kevin Durant today, changes is just cooking. He's just saying the kitchen cooking, and on the other end as well. Wow. When he goes down the lane, he's just too tough to stop. Too tough to stop. And at this point, as a Clippers fan, I kind of feel like we made a huge mistake trading for Paul George with all of those picks, and they got SGA as well, and now he's becoming an MVP candidate. It's just madness.
I watched his rookie season. There was so much potential to trade him for Paul George, but credit to Paul George, he was an excellent player.
Yeah, I think he was third in MVP voting that year, and they were about to pay him with Kawhi. So you can't blame the Clippers front office for doing that. But the way SGA has been able to transform himself into like this elite caliber of a player, you want to give some credit to Chris Paul as well. I think when he went to the Thunder, he made sure that he has given him that routine to get to that next level. As Sly takes a 6-point lead, opening the gap a little bit with 1:45 to go, needs some shots to go down. Went to his best offensive player, can't get it to fall though, as Durant's going to a little bit of a close streak there. That's SGA again. We've seen too many wide open dunks in this fourth.
One thing that separates good players from great players is how to close. Now, you hear about players, fans calling players not clutch.
We hear it so many times.
No offense, but someone like Kevin Porter, Michael Porter.
That junior, yeah.
Now, as a Clippers fan, I hate it when it's on.
You're also a Clippers fan?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know I'd meet a Clippers fan here.
I hate it when it's on.
That's Kevin Porter Jr.
On the last fourth quarter, because he's going to make a decision.
Yeah.
We are going to get angry at the
Every single time we have these problems with some of these players, but now he's down 8 changes. Things not going too well for him. He needs quick offense, and he needs it now. Time now on his side. Kevin Durant goes to his go-to bucket getter. Splash, and he cuts that lead down to 6. He needs buckets, and he needs huge ones, and he needs a huge stop right here. SGA, can he stop him? Goes downhill.
3 seconds in the paint.
Wow, and that might just be that, because if you're giving up way too many buckets like this, easy buckets as well, once you're taking SGA to the line, you know he's going to be hitting them. And Sly, when you give him those gifts, he'll take them and grab them with 2 hands. That time, 2 hands on the dunk for protection. Beautiful finish. As Sly, he's just coasting through to the finish line, has his hands on the trophy already. Durant from deep needs this one to fall. And that might just be that shot not going in, just giving us a huge signal that Sly might go back to back with NBA2K tournament in the seed. He is going to be the undisputed number 1. Last year we had a different winner for NBA2K. This year we didn't have him actually play that one decade, but Sly taking off the mantle and taking it off strong with a 7-point lead with 17 seconds to go. What a performance he has put up. A couple of months he's had. I don't know if he played in that crossover tournament, but I think Sly was excellent, and he's carried it over to 2025 as well. What a performance he has put up, claiming the number 1 spot once again. 30 seconds to go. It is going to be all over. Finish it off with the OKC Thunder. Is that a signal that the Thunder might actually go all the way this year?
Please.
But do they make it out of the West?
Oh, of course.
But you still feel like the Celtics have something over them?
I feel like Cavs with their toughness, they can
maybe can match up against them. That's the signal for the final whistle. Your number 1 player standing is going to be Sly, with the Thunder edging it out with another impressive victory. He is going to be your NBA2K champion for Accra Esports Week 2025. Congratulations to Sly. Another wonderful performance. But what do you make of the whole tournament, the NBA2K tournament?
I am also a player, I played, and it was so well organized. I had absolutely 0 issues throughout, and kudos to Accra Esports.
I think we've done a tremendous job. It's been fun having you, but that's not that. There's more finals coming up. Look out for the FC finals. I know the girls will also be playing. There's also Sweden Africa Legends outside. There's still a lot more to come. Don't go anywhere. We'll go for a short break. When we are back, there's still some more champions to crown. All right, Charlie.
Esports wants results, so I'm here to actually help in bringing the results, and inshallah I'll bring the better results when I'm better results when I'm.
Is this one of your biggest moments so far in your early esports career?
Yes, this one is the very biggest one, so I'm looking forward to see how the feeling is like and how the tournament will be like, and I know I'll be meeting much more top players there, and I think I'm mentally strong and ready for them.
Prince Jefferson is here with them. He's going to give them all the mental support, in fact, the tactical support that they need. Prince, you're welcome to the show. And then, how are you feeling going into this one?
Very excited. It seems the hard work has been paid off now. Sure, so I'm really excited for it.
What do you think Medicine and Kinder's chances are going into the tournament that is going to be happening this weekend?
Actually, we are the most favorites in the competition, checking their place with those who will be coming. So we are the most favorite to take the trophy.